गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में आपका फिर से स्वागत है। मैं एक आज नया कंपनी के बारे में बोलूँगा, एक नया सेक्टर के बारे में बोलूँगा, वो जो भारत में अभी अभी शुरू हुआ है और अभी तक भारत में इस सेक्टर में किसी ने भी निवेश नहीं किया और किसी ने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी शुरू नहीं किया। Welcome back to Paisa Bolta, and I'm going to talk about a new sector in India which is going to be launched in Tamil Nadu in Krishnagiri near Hosur. Nobody has started to invest in this sector. It's a completely greenfield venture and it's a new business started by a very old group. For a long time, India has been importing semiconductors completely. It has been the desire of many Indian governments that a semiconductor plant be set up in India. But before that, we have to set up an assembling and testing plant. We don't even have a semiconductor assembling and testing plant, let alone a fab. We have been talking about this for many years. The government has announced a production linked incentive for this, but not much has been done by those who speak a lot. But finally, India's oldest group, Tatas, have taken their first step. They have hired a veteran, Randir Thakur, from United States to help them visualize, model and run this company in Hosur and in Krishnagiri. This man, Thakur, is a veteran in a manufacturing space. He was manufacturing semiconductors. He was the president of Intel Foundry Services. That means he has 40 years of experience in research and development and manufacturing of semiconductors. This man is going to help to strengthen this semiconductor manufacturing plant, which Tata Electronics Private Limited, a company incorporated in Hosur in the year 2020, is to going to set up. So it will be a greenfield venture of Tata in Krishnagiri in Tamil Nadu. It is in talks to buy an existing plant from Wistron, who is an Apple supplier and Apple contractor. They are running a plant in Narasapura in Karnataka. They want to buy that project for 4,000 to 5,000 crores. This company is already in the manufacturing of Apple devices. It manufactures iPhone SE, 12, 13, 14 in India. And so Wistron and the new manufacturing facility together will give Tata a big leverage with Apple. This project, according to some reports, is to be funded by the generous dividend Tata's consulting services has given Tata and Sons. Tata and Sons has received 31,500 or 600 crores as dividend from TCS. A portion of this is going to be used to deploy to buy Winstron and to establish and run the Tata Electronics Private Limited. This is what reports say at this point of time. But I do believe money is no problem for the mighty Tatas. All they have to do is a public issue and it will be oversubscribed several times. That is their amount of credibility they have in the market. Therefore, it is expected that within 2 3 years, testing and testing and assembling of semiconductors will begin in India. Also, Tatas will master manufacturing when they run Wistron. Wistron is not doing a complete exit, would like to retain a minority position so as they can keep their India exposure up. Apple has to now moved 7% of its total production away from China to India. India manufactures only 7% of all Apple products. It is also reputed and talked about that Tatas are in negotiations with Apple to set up 100 exclusive retail stores for Apple. This will be modeled on their experience with Chroma. Whether Apple will take over these stores or will, like Starbucks, Tata Consumer, there will be a joint venture. Details are not yet known. Once details come out, we will have great clarity on what the Tata family is planning to do with Apple. But as of now, it looks very clear that Tatas have decided to get deep into manufacturing. And even unlike Vedanta, which was given a announcement was made with great fanfare, in this case, they have made a right choice by bringing in the professional first and tying up with an existing sub provider of products and services and trying to buy an Apple contract manufacturer to get all these block pieces together and bring in semiconductor manufacturing to India. If Tata succeed, then India will become a hub for semiconductor testing and assembling. To that extent, Tata Motors had tied up with a chip manufacturer in Japan. Tata Electronics Products was also instrumental in the deal, though it was not formed at that time. That Japanese company manufactures semiconductors for automobiles, so it will ease shortages of chips for Tata Motors and JLR. And there is talk of putting up a manufacturing plant in India, with Tata's taking out a position in the stock of the Japanese company and becoming a part owner. So the strategy is very clear. They have Wistron at one side. They are setting up a greenfield plant on the other side. They have tied up with a Japanese company which manufactures semiconductors exclusively for automobiles to ease their shortages. This will mean Tata vehicles will not have to struggle for ICs, and the first set of ICs may be perhaps be manufactured for consumption at Tata Motors. But it's very clear Tatas have thought through this. They are going to do it in a slow, long, methodical process. So, unlike other companies which have contained themselves to just talks, here we have a company which has already put its horse before the cart by naming a CEO and picking him from Intel, committing to invest for a testing and assembling facility, and maybe later moving it into Fab. All this while Vedanta is still talking to Foxconn and several other display service providers so that a phone can be manufactured. Tata is not interested in the phone, wants to grow the service business. Thank you for watching Paisa Bolta Hai. If you like this content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for पैसा बोलता है. पैसा बोलता को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए बहुत धन्यवाद. अगर आप ये कंटेंट अपने दोस्त और रिश्तेदार को भेजें और उनको देखने के लिए बोलें तो मैं आपका आभारी रहूँगा. नमस्कार. जय हिंद. पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है. मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन. मैं सिंगापुर आ रहा हूँ 29 अप्रैल. सिंगापुर में हॉलिडे इन में एक इवेंट है. बहुत सारे हॉलिडे इन हैं सिंगापुर में. मेरा इवेंट हॉलिडे इन एट्रियम ANIHG होटल में है और उसका नंबर 317 आउटरैम रोड सिंगापुर 169075. Once again I tell you the address in English. It is 317 Outram Road, Singapore 169075, and the name of the hotel is Holiday Inn Atrium. I will see you in Singapore. Thank you for supporting Paisa Bolta Hai.